And Lubeck had a particular status within all of that, because in 1226, the Emperor Frederick II of Hohenstaufen, one of the most famous of the medieval Holy Roman Emperors, he was also King of Sicily, he declared Lubeck a free imperial city, which meant that it could not be under the authority of anybody apart from the emperor. It's free to make its own laws, to govern itself. And this acted as a great spur to the expansion of the city.
The Protestantic faith was growing after Sweden had publicly declared the entire country Protestant. Religious centers spread around the northern German coastline. The 15th of December 1503, Ostfriesland was officially declared Protestant and the Catholic faith was losing ground all over Lübeck. It wasn't only in Lübeck this new religion was spreading. Oldenburg, a vital trade town, got involved in a bloody religious civil war, and the leaders of Lubeck saw their chance in attacking them as they were weakened by the internal struggle. The 28th of April 1507, Lübeck, supported by Hamburg and Bremen, declared war on Oldenburg. The defensive alliance of Oldenburg, Pomerania and Liege was weak, and the Hanseatic alliance made short work of them. Initial plans was to annex both Oldenburg and Pomerania, but after being advised not to because of the public fear of a coalition, the leaders of Lübeck decided to force Pomerania to pay for all the war expenses while annexing all the land and titles of Oldenburg. Meanwhile, Sweden had annexed the northern part of Denmark, which were lands that Lübeck had long sought after. But the Republic agreed that the alliance with Sweden would be better for the League for the time being, and on August 11, 1512, an alliance was once again signed between Sweden and Lübeck, an alliance that sadly would not last. The 14th January 1513, Lübeck attacked Denmark, a country that was weakened by wars and internal struggle during almost 100 years. Brandenburg joined the war on the Danish side, but it was too little, too late. The war was long, but neither side saw much fighting. And in the peace deal struck in the 1st of November of 1515, Brandenburg was forced to release Pomeranian lands, which considerably weakened them. Denmark was divided into two parts, as they had to give Skåne, Sjælland and Bornholm to Lübeck. The Hanseatic League now had free passage out to British, Netherlandic and Norwegian ports, and trade was booming. The Bible got translated in the 14th of January 1518, as Lübeck slowly started to move towards Protestantism. However, due to slow bureaucracy, the country got involved in a bloody religious war, which ultimately led to the rebel army enforcing Protestantism as the official faith of Lübeck. It was also around this point that the last provinces held by Denmark decided to break free and swear fealty to the rulers of Lübeck. This is also where historians think that the alliance between Lübeck and Sweden was broken again, because of both countries wanting to control the entirety of Danish lands. But very little is documented about these years. The 1st of November 1537, Lübeck was called into war by France after they had attacked Castile for ownership of northern Iberia. Many bloody battles were fought in the mountain lines separating France and Castile. Luckily, Lübeck's army was ordered to attack and siege the eastern fortification of Aragon, to let supplies and replacement pass freely to the front lines. This ultimately led to them avoiding most of the battles, and they could return home unharmed. It is well known that after this war, secret correspondence between the King of France and the Republic of Lübeck was of a regular occurrence. They discussed the invasion of Pomerania and Poland and the liberation of Danzig. As a consequence of this, Lübeck, with the help of France, declared war on the Pomeranian alliance on the 1st of January 1544. This war was described as one of Europe's worst wars, as the civil population suffered tremendously. Brunswick was completely sieged and looted, removing them from any sort of relevance in the war. But it came at a great cost, since Lübeck had to let Pomeranian and Polish armies plunder their own lands before they could push them back with the help of France. After Brunswick signed a peace treaty, the full might of the Hanseatic alliance marched into Pomerania, pushing the Pomeranians back with sheer numbers. With the Pomeranian armies either scattered or dead, the Polish armies couldn't defend their lands, and the 3rd of August 1547, a peace treaty was signed. Stettin and Gdansk, both important trade ports, were annexed by Lubeck, and the old country of the Teutonic Order was released from Pomerania. The Hansa had now grown to its former size and glory, and with all the free cities a part of the Trade League, a bright future was imminent.
Thanks for watching the 3rd episode of my Lubeck playthrough. As you all have noticed, my fiancée has narrated this episode and she did an awesome job. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment and check out Facebook and check out my Twitter and all that snazzy stuff. Now Julia would like to add a few words. She is not forced, I promise.
Kan vi ta en annan klipp?
Nej, jag tycker det blev jättebra.
No! Follow Fullbordad!
Very nice. Bye.